press on.
No, because she had the skirt.
Mm.
All right, let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Galaxy Greg, and this is episode 124 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, a.k.a. the OG Galaxy, a.k.a. Mr. Spaceways, a.k.a. the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts, Diva XOXO.
It's your girl, Diva XOXO. I'm a little sad because Greg's being mean to me today.
See, I have so many things to say in response to that, but I'll say nothing, because I'm a great guy, because I'm a chill guy that just likes to pod.
He's just being nice because we're on camera.
I wish we had that piano noise.
Oh, the chill guy sound.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
What it is, little dummies. It's your girl, Diva XOXO, back at you again. Another episode. I'm here. I'm queer. And we got our guy, Heed, who's not queer. But he is here.
Interesting transition, but I will take it. You know, you already know what it is. HD No TV here, bringing you the next episode of Be More Nerdy podcast featuring my two guest hosts. This is not my episode, but
Are you sure?
this is not my episode.
Because right now, what I'm witnessing on camera is you just taking your massive cock and throwing it on the table.
It was not intentional. Words come out of my mouth in weird ways. I didn't plan for that. I'm sorry.
So you just said you unintentionally go swinging that thing around, huh?
I have comments that I'm not going to say. But we're going to throw in. Never mind. We got guests here.
That being said, this episode we're going to be getting into our Hear Me Outs. This is the Hear Me Out episode, as that is an ongoing trend. But, you know, hear us out. We got lists, and we got things to say about them, and maybe we'll explain a little bit why. Maybe some things you'll just feel us, just from us saying it. But I'm going to let you guys know, my list gets progressively worse as it goes on, and you guys are going to look at me sideways at the end, because I learned during this little endeavor, the girl Hear Me Outs are so much easier to do, because y'all have so many, I guess, male character leads and stuff that y'all can pick from, versus the female character leads are always made to look a certain way, and it's like, it's hard to have a good pick-me-out with female character leads without choosing the same thing that everyone's going to pick. So hopefully me and He's lists are a little different. I hope.
Oh, there will be.
Oh, God. That terrifies me, actually. But I'm excited nonetheless.
Don't y'all have a different taste in people? Like, things?
He's a boob guy.
Box is
Right.
box. That's
Yeah,
a lie.
I'm not a boob guy.
Because I can't believe it's not boxes. Like, I don't want it. Just like I don't want it. I don't want Impossible Burgers either. So,
If I was a guy, Pac-Man would be on my list.
excuse you?
If I was a guy.
So you're gay.
She wants that Wonka Wonka Wonka.
But
If
she
I
said
was a
Pac-Man. She didn't say Pac-Woman.
Not Pac-Man.
No. Homosexuality confirmed.
Wrong person. No, wrong person. I was thinking of the wrong thing. Kirby. That's who I wanted to say.
Kirby's also a guy.
But if I was a guy, I would want him on my list.
So wait, you gonna fight the allegations just to be like, nah, I'd be gay. Anyway? What was the point of fighting the allegation? Just take the charge. Oh, man. Alright, but I want Heed to start this time, because this is a fun one.
Let's hear me out.
Hitting on streaming, doing that is crazy. All right. Well, I'm gonna start this off pretty easy, and you all know we were talking about it. So, Big Mouth, and no, we're not talking Connie. We're talking Mona, because Mona has that British accent. We love that British accent. Yes, she's a giant furball, but she get down nasty.
You're a furry. But absolutely, I'd be a furry too, goddammit. Mona the type of woman. She
You're
don't
lucky
ask
I'm
to
not
eat your
wearing-
butt.
You're lucky I'm not wearing the furry onesie. I'm
You
just
have a
wearing
furry
Jack
onesie?
Skellington.
Where's the 5K furry suit? Where that at? Is it packed up?
We keep that in storage.
Okay. Only for the exclusive parties.
Yeah, you know.
Do we need a hear me out for a hormone monster?
Rick, you do need to hear me out, because Rick, I know he's seen some things, but it's Rick. Come on, let's be real here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said
But not for the women one. They are baddies.
But like I said,
Man.
obviously the first one could be an easy one that's like, oh, obviously. But like my list gets progressively worse. So if you think the first one's like, oh cool, just know by the last one you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I think I was going to say that on the first one.
Nah.
Would you like to go next or should I?
Nah, let's make it a sandwich. You go next.
All right. So, wait, what?
A sandwich.
So my lists are broken up in categories. So I have bunnies, I have random, I have Disney, DreamWorks.
I'm not gonna lie, you're that type of nigga that when they get a prompt in class, you do whatever the fuck you want on that prompt, huh?
No, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, bunnies, random, Disney, DreamWorks, anime. Which list would you guys?
Nigga said get a list of 5, and she made groups of 5.
It's not. I didn't not follow the directions.
You completely didn't follow the directions.
Yeah.
By definition, I have a list of 5. I have 5 lists.
Pick one of the lists. That would be more accurate. If I was your teacher, I'd give you a 0 for being a dickhead.
You didn't pick a category. We'll start with bunnies, because bunnies are like kind of easy.
I feel like these are all going to be not hear me outs. Go.
No. Roger Rabbit.
That is a hear me out. Okay, you got me.
And then Bugs Bunny.
That's not a hear me out.
So them being animals doesn't qualify as a hear me out.
It does, but it doesn't. I feel like so many people are like, "Oh, Bugs Bunny is like attractive." I guess attractive. Animals always are a hear me out. Period. Point blank.
I'm saying like if Lola Bunny was real as a bunny wearing that basketball.
Lola Bunny is a hear me out, but that's like an obvious hear me out where it's like everybody. I don't have to hear you out. I know I want to do this.
But I'm just saying like that's bestiality, and it will happen in 4K.
You say it will happen in 4K. Not it could, it will. This is going down.
HD, yeah, the TV.
HD on TV, nigga.
Look, I'm just gonna tell them turn their TV off.
If you're not into it, don't watch.
So yeah, of course Lola Bunny's on there, but yeah, Roger Rabbit, Bugs Bunny, and Lola Bunny. Those are my bunnies.
Okay. So to start off my list of hear me outs, like I said, starting off easy, will get progressively worse. Rouge the Bat from the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Yep. Yeah. No, you don't gotta do it.
I don't gotta explain it. I think that's a clear one. Super spy bat with big titties and an ego. Let's go.
And boots. She can step on you in those boots.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Heed, you're up. That's my first one. Simple.
Yeah, you should have stayed Tails. We still don't know if he's a boy or a girl.
He's a boy. He's 9.
That's up for debate.
He's 9. That's not.
That is up for debate.
Or is he 11? It's one of the two. Your next one. What's up?
You remember Monster Inc?
Are you about to say what I think? Go. Who you gonna say?
I have no idea what her name is, but she's basically Medusa.
Oh, Mike's girlfriend. Fuck, what was her name? Sally?
Sylvia.
Sylvia. No. It wasn't Sylvia. I gotta look this up now. Sylvia is the name of the librarian in Extremely Goofy Movie.
I think her name is Sylvia too.
Well, yeah, Sylvia.
Celia. You were close. You were right there. But I agree. I don't gotta hear you out.
He's a little too skinny for my liking, but I got it.
Can the snakes do things? Like if she giving you neck, can the snakes like tickle your balls? What? Excuse me?
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I agree with Heed.
Crazy. You said that with so much confidence.
So much confidence.
You got shut down so fast. Oh shit.
You thought we were on the same page, nigga. We ain't even in the same book. Brother! What is going on, brother? That's your game plan?
I just knew that was the answer. I did. I just knew it was the answer. I just knew it was
Celia
right.
Go down on you like you tooting your butt up a little bit, huh? Go ahead. You got the green light.
That's when you put that mask on.
Hey, yo.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, Diva. What's your next grouping?
My next grouping. Let's do one of the long ones. So we're gonna do the Disney group. So we have Beast, Kovu, Daisy Duck, Powerline, Jack Skellington, Dodger from Oliver and Company, Maleficent, and Nick Wilder from.
So I don't know what a Kobu is. I've asked that for like an
So,
hour now.
Kovu is
Kovu is
Scar's
is
son.
the yes. Well, not really. Scar's adoptive son, but he
Sure, 'cause Scar didn't have a
he
baby.
marries Nala's daughter. I mean, Nala's
Simba's daughter.
Well, yeah,
Nala's daughter. Simba and Nala's
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
Well, secondly, I'm just going to merge all of those into one person, and that should hear me out because there's no reason you just said 10 people.
You did just say like 10 people.
I did. But okay, so Beast, of course, we all seen Beast. Kovu,
Bestiality,
if you see Kovu,
yes.
you'll get it. Daisy Duck, Daisy got a fat ass. Y'all seen it?
So does
And she like
Donald.
waddle when she walk.
So does Donald.
Donald does have
Yeah.
a thickie.
But I don't want to put my dick in Donald's butt.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm positive that Daisy pegs Donald.
Maybe.
Yeah. Her aggression is.
Powerline.
She's more aggressive than that man. She calmed him
Powerline
down.
got-
Powerline is like
Powerline
saying
got
Prince.
swag. Yeah, it's like swag. And then Jack Skeleton, he got swag too.
But you see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those aren't like that. That's Jack Skeleton. I give you. But like Powerline, that's literally just a dog form of a cool ass nigga. Like
Okay, and then
Fuck a chill
Dodger
guy. He's a
from
cool
Oliver
guy.
and Company, he's just a cool ass dog. Like he is cool.
no, that's
He
definitely
can
hear
get
me
it.
out. But I some women would agree with you. I'm amazed you
Yeah.
didn't say Bolto.
Oh, Balto, yeah.
See, it's just so easy to add to her fucking list.
Add
It's-
on my list. And then Maleficent, because have you seen her? Maleficent is bad.
Some chick
And she can
says
turn into a
Tadashi from Big Hero 6.
No, they're okay. And then
They're
Nick
okay.
Wild, because who doesn't like a fox?
From Zootopia.
Yeah.
Gotta say the movie. Not everybody's gonna
Or
do it
like-
like you.
Or Robin Hood. Robin Hood also qualifies.
Any
the
Fox
Fox
character
Robin.
really for you, huh? Foxes
Yeah, I
just
like
do it for
Fox.
you. We
They
found
do-
the furry
they
heat. All it took was a list.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club is nuts. All right, number 2 on my hear me out list. Going a little bit deeper in this. Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yeah.
XJ9.
XJ9. She got all them tools. I'm positive.
SJ69.
I'm positive that Ma Dukes hooked her up with some upgrades when the time came. You smell me?
The
You don't
smell
get-
you.
Some sisters in there.
Huh?
You want to get her sisters in there?
Her sisters?
Yeah.
I think I remember that episode, but no, just XJ9. Just
A bunch
XJ9.
of episodes. They make appearances.
I just want XJ9. I'm cool.
I mean, they be
I
down
know
for
she
a
got
good
the self-heating joint. The self-heating vibrating auto suck self-cleaning joint. That's what I want.
All self-cleaning.
No, they are not.
They are.
And this is why you don't have a penis. No. It self-cleans itself, guys.
Things itself is crazy.
They do. They're all self-cleaning.
Well, now I'm like re-questioning the definition of.
Trust me, mine are about to get bad. That was the last, like, second to last
One?
okay one.
Fuck it. I mean, he went there, so I'm just going to say something crazy. Eve.
I can see it. I get it.
Eve?
From Wally.
Yeah.
I can see it. You know what? I get it.
Yeah.
I'll pound that clanker.
Yeah, I wish there was more resistance there, but
You wish?
okay.
Do you know who you're talking to?
You're going to get crazy on this list.
You
to
will
to
have to
this
get crazy.
list.
I'm gonna give you guys some of my worser ones now, because I have 2 lists. I have a one where it's like, are we really gonna be bad? And is the other one's like, this tame. I'm gonna go on to the not tame list now.
My next grouping, I'm gonna do the random. So Knuckles from
Niggas
Sonic,
want to get spike fisted is crazy.
the Michelin Man,
I'm gonna need you to explain that one because that's your first real hear me out on this list.
So he's like, first of all, he's like dope. Or
If you
well,
say
I
the
have another one.
Doughboy,
He's like the Pillsbury Doughboy is on there, but I'm gonna give why that in a second. So he's like soft and gushy and like smushy. So like if you hug him, it's soft. But he also can change a tire.
the Doughboy, what the fuck can he do? Bake you
That's
sweets?
Michelin. Yes, he's gushy and soft, and I can cuddle up in him, and then he can also
Cuddle up
cook.
in 'em. Oh my gosh.
King
Dog.
Shark
Ugh.
and Appa.
Appa's kind of.
Appa's nuts.
Appa,
Just say you like horses at that point.
Yeah.
and Stenrir, Odin's horse, but I felt like that was a little too much. Fenrir, that's his name. Yeah.
Odin's horse is crazy.
Odin's horse is
Yeah.
nuts. I gotta up the ante.
These aren't nuts.
We gotta up the ante on this, dog. Alright, my next hear me out, since I'm up in the ante, I'm skipping the two next tame ones. They'll go on the honorable mentions. The brown M&M.
I was gonna say the Grandma.
The brown M&M in specific. She got glasses. Something about glasses.
Jordan wears
I don't-
glasses.
Jordan does wear glasses.
I could know what to tell Jordan to be for Halloween.
Jordan wants to be my brown M&M. I'ma eat it.
I was gonna say the green one. So
No, she should be a brown M&M, but have the bite mark out of her.
That's actually kind of crazy.
That's hilarious. And then I should just be a standard average guy with chocolate around my face.
That's crazy.
Oh,
It's a
woo.
wild couple
That's
spots,
funny.
too.
That's I'm telling her this. This is happening. Next Halloween, wait on it. All right, you were gonna say the green one.
Behind it.
No, I'm not gonna say it now, but that was on the thought process list. Yeah, we're gonna. I hate to say this. We're gonna go Chica.
I had a
Who?
feeling that would be on your list.
Like the
That's
Chica
crazy.
banana lady?
Which one? No, Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. Which
Oh.
version of Chica? First game Chica or like third game Chica or like
I don't know the difference.
Pizzaplex Chica where she actually has some curves?
The remake one and the last couple.
Okay. So Pizzaplex Chica has a little curve to her. Understandable.
She a child soul. Isn't she inhabited by a child soul?
Why you thinking like that?
You wanna fuck Appa. Shut up.
Yeah, like come on now.
You have
Hey,
no
no.
you can't say shit.
Like we skimmed over that. I was gonna let it slide, but we could address it. You know?
we need to I think we might need to address that. You good?
Okay, I'm fine. All right, so the next grouping, I'm gonna do my DreamWorks group. So I have Death from Puss in Boots, Johnny from Sing, Toothless, Mr.
Why does
Wolf
everyone
from
keep saying
Bad Guys.
toothless?
Cause he toothless.
You don't know what? Continue. Whatever.
Mr. Wolf from the Bad Guys, and then the Easter Bunny from Guardians of the Guardians.
Honorable mention, I have the Tooth Fairy from Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy. Yeah. See, some of my parts are tame. The anime list goes crazy though, so be ready. That's the last one.
Alright. My next one.
Mhm.
Hear me out. Just hear me out. Big Mom. One Piece.
On my list. He's on my list.
She has 47 kids. Pussy gotta be amazing.
Buck's gotta be
Gotta be amazing.
It's gotta be crazy. Because also, if you watch the whole cake arc, the one dad, he just sticking around.
Absolutely.
Hoping to get some more.
Niggas is like, that box has to be nuts.
Gotta go crazy.
Gotta go crazy.
Big Mom was on my list. She's on my anime list.
I don't care if it's her when she young or old. Box going nuts.
Don't care. Don't care.
I,
He looks scared.
You know the lore. She had a kid every year.
And sometimes
Niggas couldn't pull out.
She got out 6 triplets, twins,
They was blowing in that thing.
shooting the club up.
Absolutely.
Cause it's good.
we're just gonna say the cast of Fruit Basket.
The whole cast?
As animals or as people?
Of course, the animals one's less weird. I don't have to
The
explain as much.
people's the one that's weird.
I was about to say the people are weird, yeah. Okay. I'm not even going to dig into that. I'm going to leave that where it's at.
Okay.
Because I've seen Fruit Baskets. Why? 3-episode rule. I hated it.
I've seen both iterations of it, the 2011 and the 20.
I have not seen the remake. I've only seen the 2011 version. Diva, you're up on your next list.
Alright, so we're at the anime list. So I have Eevee, all iterations, all of the evolutions of Eevee.
The
Just
Pokemon.
Eevee, the Pokemon, yes. I have Lilymon from Digimon, Big Mom, we talked about that. Gamabunta, Kilala, Akamaru, Garumon, Angel Woman. Yeah.
We're going to show this episode to your therapist. I'm genuinely concerned at this point about how many XL creatures you want inside of you. Or want to be inside of. I don't know. Either way, it concerns me.
Questions?
Nope. Because the questions mean I get answers, and I don't want them.
Yeah, I don't need him.
So, my next one. Birdo from the Mario series.
Birdo?
Yep, she's like a pink dinosaur with a fat ass mouth.
Yes. That's the one I play as. I play as her when we play Mario Party because she be like, bitch, when she win. She do that.
She got a ring on her finger, fat ass diamond.
Yeah,
she earned it.
Like...
She don't cook, she don't clean. But let me tell you how she got that ring.
I forgot one, so I got one more.
Lord.
And I'll be done.
Well, I guess I have to keep going.
You look so disgusted,
Yeah. We're just gonna go the rabbit from Beastars.
She's a slut.
Yeah, I see why the wolf was obsessed.
Didn't watch it. Didn't want to. Everyone told me I should. Not gonna.
Don't do it. It's okay. I gave up after the first.
I'm not gonna.
Bowser. Forgot Bowser.
That's
and Donkey Kong.
That's a giveaway. I'm just gonna give them all out. So my last few are Aunt Fanny from Robots. Fiona, but in ogre form. We don't care about her as a human. We want ogre form Fiona.
Don't forget Flo from Cars.
You can have that one for yourself, buddy. You fuck up that muffler.
I don't want it.
Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet. Nala.
Yes.
Mother Gothel from Tangled. She looks sick. And then Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Rabbit shit with her tentacles?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fun. This is great.
I hated every second of it.
It was your idea.
No, actually it wasn't.
I wasn't mine.
Pull the meeting minutes. It was Greg's idea.
You know, it wasn't. I talked with whose idea it was. It was Jordan's idea.
So why didn't Jordan participate in her disgusting...
Guess what? Y'all married, so guess what? It's your idea.
Nope. Intellectual properties are independent of a marriage.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, look, a 49ers glass.
Squeeze me.
Squeeze me is crazy. Are you a lemon?
No. Maybe. I'm sour sometimes, but then I'm
Sometimes
sweet.
you're sweet.
Motherfucking Sour Patch Kid.
But I'm always gone.
Niggas get sick and say anything. Well, other than that, that's our hear me out list. So let us know if you agree or disagree. I feel icky. But we have an album review to do. As most of you or all of you may know, Kendrick Lamar released an album, and we suspect another one might be in play in roughly 11 days from today or the date of recording. Oh, my nose.
No, part
Oh, Jesus.
Double album, so it's just gonna be like it's still a 6 studio album, but like the other half.
Alright. But, that being said, there's been a whole lot of talk around it. But, GNX, the album that was released by Kendrick, I think it was like last week.
22nd, the anniversary of JFK's assassination.
What the fuck?
Oh, he did that on purpose.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say someone pointed it out, so now I remember the date.
I've been sending Heed so many conspiracy theory videos about it because I forgot what they're called, but he hired a guy to help him like with coding messages into like the music video and stuff, and I thought that was really cool.
Me too. I did the same thing. I was sending Heat stuff.
Heed, as our resident Kendrick Lamar fan, you will be in charge of the review. I hand over the mic to you.
Okay, well, like he said, Kendrick Lamar released an album on November 22nd called GNX, which stands for Grand National. I forget what the X stands for. But what the significance is that is a car that came out from BMW or Buick. Yeah, it's a Buick that came out in 1987. Why is 1987 significant? That's the year he was born. So he bought a car that was manufactured the year he was born, and there's not many of them. There's like 540 of them in the world, so it's a very exclusive car. But he liked the car a lot, and it's also mentioned many times throughout this project.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National.
Yeah, fuck being rational. Give them what they asked for. That being said, we're gonna kick this little review off. I open up the link and I pull it on this screen, so I'm not staring to the side. And actually, just close all of these. He's disgusting.
Move that up just a little bit there, and then yeah, I'll leave everything else.
So this was a
14
song.
14
endeavor.
songs. Yes, sir.
So 14 song endeavor.
14 songs or 12 songs, 44 minutes, 20 seconds.
There we go. 12 with 44.
I got it pulled up if you need any statistics.
Okay. That being said, I love the album cover on there. People claim it's reminiscent of the Carter 2. Carter? I think it's the Carter 2. Anyways, we won't get into the conspiracy. We're just gonna kick this off with what you guys think of the length of the album. Like Greg said, it is 12 songs, 44 minutes. Diva, let's kick it off since you weren't the biggest fan of this, but you did enjoy it.
I actually did enjoy it. Look at that. I did. It was a surprise enjoyment. It did fall off for me in the middle because songs 4 through 6, and then I came back at like 7, and I was kind of like cool through the end. But yeah, he surprisingly, I won't say he got any fan. I've always liked Kendrick, but yeah. Like, I was happy I listened to it.
Okay.
So, right?
Okay. I was very satisfied with the length of the album. It wasn't a long listen, but similar to Diva, somewhere around that like song 4 area, he started to lose me. But that's more so because of how I like music to be more fast paced. This was not a slow album by Kendrick, but it was a little bit more sonically involved is what I'll say. It was lyrics and sonics more than it was speed and lyrics, which I prefer. All of his hype up songs I have saved. However, the slower songs, it's few and far between that I did save, but I did still like it. 12 songs is a really good album length for me. It doesn't lose me, and it's under an hour, so like if I'm going on a long drive, maybe I want to hear a song twice, something like that, it's very doable.
Love to hear it. I was in shock when this came out because what people don't know that I do every Friday I do check my Apple new music list and I listen to all the new music, and then I also check the new albums that released in R&B and hip hop, sometimes pop. And so when I did this on this Friday, um, I did that at probably like 6, 7 a.m. because I had to wake up early. Yeah, he dropped this album at 9. Thanks, shout out to Prince for sending it to me randomly. And I'm like, this was not here this morning. But yeah, those 12 songs, I loved it all the way through. I loved the length. Obviously, I crave more just because I am a Kendrick fan, but I'm happy with the length of the work he did, especially since the tone from track 1 to track 12 drastically different. Um, and so that like journey through it, I enjoy it.
I think it was too short. I hate to say that. I don't know because maybe I'm not a Kendrick fan, and I don't listen to Kendrick often. I was just expecting more. Like I finished, and I was like, "That's it. We're done." I don't get like two more songs, maybe
You
one more long
confused me.
song. So yeah, I gave him a 4.
You confused me.
What was the confusion?
She
Well, I
loves
said I
like
lo-
she like wants like 20 song albums. I'm positive of it now.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like Meg's
Yeah.
31, that was just barely over what she could handle.
Yeah, it was
honestly.
just too much, like pushing too much.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I like a lot of songs.
At some point, it's hard not to be repetitive for me. So I'm good between 12 to 16, maybe.
Okay,
Good range.
that's about where I like it. We can hit 20, but only if we have skits.
Yeah, skits. Yeah, give me those college dropout skits. That's
Yeah.
what I need. Okay. That said, circling back around to Diva, we're going to address the lyricism in this album and your thoughts on that, friend.
I gave it a 5 because he's cool and I like it. No, Kendrick is really good at not only like saying shit, and I hate to be like saying shit, but like saying something that matters, but in a way that you get it, and also in a way that's like fun. Like there's so many just fun moments and like clippable moments, and I don't think he does it to be like, I'm gonna put this in here and I know they're gonna clip it and it's gonna go hard. No, like he's just being himself, and it's just like, damn, like him yelling because right when I got bored at the album, like I said, 3 songs in, he yells mustard, and I was like, I'm back. We back in it. I don't know what he doing, but we in. I'm locked in. And it's like stuff like that he did all the way through. Even in the slower songs that I just didn't like as much, that just aren't for me. Like I of course I listened to what he was saying and I was like, damn, that's deep. Now talk about bitches and hoes. But that's just me.
Um, Understandable. Greg, I'll let you speak.
So I gave it a 4. Not because of Kendrick, because of me. So Kendrick, like she says shit in a fun way, right? But when I listen to Kendrick music, I have to listen to it several times, then go read and listen to somebody else explain what I'm missing, because he uses references that I don't always understand, that people be like, oh, and I'm like, what are we talking about? So that's more of my lack of comprehension. I want to give it a 5, but I can't because I don't understand everything. So that's more of on a me type tip. You feel me?
Fair. I also gave it a 5, but as Greg was saying, Kendrick's he's a savant when it comes to double entendres, and it's hard to catch things sometimes because they happen so fast and you don't have time to digest it. So even myself, sometimes I do look up things because I have to read through the lyrics just to hear it or see it written, so I know what he said, and then I try to understand it, and then it's like, if I give up, I go to Rap Genius. But yeah, and then the thing, Kendrick was a hype man at one point, and I love that he always throws in these random ass ad libs that they're just there to fill a gap, but people love them. Like, people still go to sleep talking about some wop, 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 wop. Like, come on now.
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
Like,
I think I didn't know he was a hype man, but now it all makes sense because I know people think being a hype man is easy, but no, there's a talent to it when you're a good one. There's a reason why Flavor Flav is famous because he's good at what he does.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
So, that said, I completely understand where you're coming from, Greg. Comprehension is hard sometimes, you know, especially when he makes references to books and things that I was not around for. I
Right.
can't, you know, like I didn't listen to Tupac, and one of the songs was Tupac instrumental. I wouldn't have known that. I would have to look that up. Um, but that being said, as we talk about hype, let's get into the beats. Diva, thoughts on the instrumentals here?
Uh, Kendrick has a good ear, like, but we knew that, especially when like going through his rap battle with Drake. I think his beats were always better than Drake, even if like he may not have won that round. As far as like just the shit that was said, his beats always hit and did not disappoint with this album. The samples in this album go crazy. Like Luther, oh my gosh, I was like, okay, girl, see you. Like, yeah, he did that.
I actually just upped it to a 5 because yeah, the beats in his ear are amazing. Um, I agree. Everything did sound unique and very nice. I didn't have a problem listening to any of the intros, outros, even just listening to the beats and like turning my brain off and not listening to the lyrics. It was listenable. And just a fun fact, surprisingly to me, Luther is the best performing song on the album. Did not expect that.
No, the
When I
harmony
heard
just makes it good.
it was great. No, it's a dope song. It's a lot of people's favorite, and I think it's because it's even though he sampled it, he made it his own, and it still hits like I
Yeah,
don't want to say hits like the original, but it has that hit factor, and it's using the original well, and I think that's why
yeah.
because it's one of my favorites for sure.
Almost it not for me. I didn't save it, but I understand why people would like it. Anyone who likes anything slow, anyone who likes R&B, anyone who's a SZA fan, I understand why you would like that. Um, Currently the numbers on it 68 mil, as opposed to it's leading by a lot in my opinion. As opposed to TV Off with 57 and Squabble Up with 59.
Where are you pulling these numbers?
Spotify. They show you the exact number of plays.
Oh, yeah, I have to give it a 5. You can see it throughout the whole album. This is very West Coast inspired. I don't want to specifically say LA, but it's very much like, hey, this is me and my West Coast niggas, and this is um, what I will say is what made me give it a 5 was that for Thanksgiving I was at my coworker's house, and my coworker and most of her family are from Oakland. So at some point during the Thanksgiving, somebody had turned on the whole album and just let it play. And like when Luther came on, like it was just such a nice vibe. Like I actually stopped to look around. It's like this is love. Like I love this.
I was about to say, so some with the whole Drake beef thing, right? Everyone said, and one argument that came up is rappers all have a sound, right? Wherever you're from, you have that sound. Like that's your heart, right? No matter
Yeah.
what. Drake doesn't have that. He samples, he picks, he chooses, right? This
Yeah.
to me, especially after the beat, showed me Kendrick's sound. I already heard it in all of his other albums, but it definitely doubled down. When I was listening to this, that's all I thought was West Coast shit the whole time. So you saying that just reminded me of that.
Yeah, I thought that the whole time. I think it's even in my notes. I was like, this is a very West Coast album. Like, my co-captain when I was at Howard, he's from LA, and this is like it just reminds me of him. Shout out to you, Matt. Love you.
Damn, that's crazy. I only know one person from the West Coast. Shout out Callie from Pace. I don't know what you doing, but keep doing it, dog. Unless it's terrible, then stop.
Um, I would to add, like you said, Drake doesn't have a sound. Drake just kind of borrows sounds from whatever he's going for. I would speak to Kendrick. Tried just his hardest not to have a sound through his six studio. Well, five. This is six. Through the 5 studio albums, I wouldn't pin him to a sound. Like there's always the same theme. Like his themes are usually similar, and like he's trying to say a message, but his sound on this was like, yeah, I'm from the West Coast. Don't get it fucked up. Like me and my West Coast niggas, this is what we be bopping to. Because one of the songs, I think it was Peekaboo or Dodger Blue. I can't remember. When I was looking it up, it said that they sampled Hyphy, and I didn't know what that was. And so I had to look it up, and that was like that cadence of beat is something that originated in Oakland.
Yeah, then it's probably Dodger Blue because
I think it's Dodger
that's
Blue.
my favorite.
That's got all the
Dodger
West
Blue.
Coast niggas on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I wouldn't have known that because I'm not from the West Coast. But
Right.
when I watched people were doing their album reviews, like especially shout out, I am Dante, because a lot of people like they immediately got up and just started, you know,
Crip
doing a
walking.
little West Coast bop. Yeah.
Oh.
So I was just like, I thought that was entertaining in the sense like the music makes people want to do that because they can recognize West Coast sounds. So love the beats.
There.
That said, next we're going straight in the vibes. And Diva, you gotta hear your thoughts, man.
Is one of my lowest scores. Give it a 3. And I think that's when it comes to like this isn't the album for me. Like, it's good. It's a good album. Like when we get to my score is actually the highest out of everybody's. But it's just like it's not for me. And that's okay. Like I really honestly I only liked 4 songs out of a 12-song album. So yeah.
So for me, the vibes are like how you said, either you're with people who are from the West Coast, or maybe you're on the porch. It gave me porch vibes, but we're not smoking. Like summertime. I'm thinking like old West Coast style movie, Boys in the Hood type shit, right? We sit or Friday type shit. We're just sitting on the porch. We ain't doing shit but listening to the radio, eating some snacks, and goofing. That's it. That's what this said to me. Right? We're just sitting, homeboys chilling, listening to someone rap, right? That's what this felt like to me. And like maybe we get a little hype, but we don't really get up and do, like we get up, maybe do a little dance a little bit, something small, but that's it. Like not party per se, but it could be.
So I actually love the vibes because I think ironically some of my favorite songs are the ones people probably like the least. Like I love Man in the Garden, just because it's saying like I worked hard for everything I have and I deserve it because I worked and grinded my ass off to get it, and I don't owe anyone anything for that. And just that being the message, I'm just like I don't know, I loved it, and the slow, ominous instrumental in Man in the Garden, love it. But just because it takes me through levels very similar to Chromacopia. Like I touch different places from Whacked Out Morals where it's like, look, I'm gonna talk my shit 'cause fuck you niggas, dipping down into Reincarnated where it's a tale of self-reflection, bouncing the TV off where it's like we getting hype and then it's like, oh, we really getting hype, and dipping down it's like Luther and Gloria. It's like very like chill vibes. Love the SZA. Yeah, I'm sorry, like I've listened to this album a lot, and it's not even
He's going
in
on
my
time
30.
20 by now. I was gonna say, wasn't Man in the Garden the one where he's like, I even cut my grandmother off if she get my shit twisted? That was the one, right?
Yes. I don't know if
no,
it's Man in the Garden, but that was a tough line.
That was Whacked Out Morals.
That was Whacked Out? Okay. Bet.
It was either Squabble Up or Whacked Out Morals.
It was something. I was listening to it as a refresher today because I listened to it probably 2 times, 3 times through, and then I was like, let me give it a break, and then listen to it again today. So, all right, next episode.
Maybe
Production. Do we have to talk about?
We can skip production. I can't wait until we review a bad album. You know, or we can give production a bad score. That's what I'm excited for. One day we're gonna be like, this album was trash, and I'm gonna listen all the way through. But I'm going to be so happy when I can say, yeah, production just wasn't there. Whoever mixed and mastered this, go back and do it again.
To set the record straight, it was TV off. Bitch, I cut my granny off. She don't see how I see it. That was TV off.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll skip production because it's Kendrick, man. He's got it down to a science. So then we'll just dump down to cohesion.
I
Diva.
like, and it's weird because I heard you say earlier that you like the progression. I just felt like it was kind of a little all over the place for me. It felt like we came in hot, like like we came in hot, and then we just like mellowed out, and then we kind of went up. It felt like one of those roller coasters. Just like I was excited because I was ready to listen to it, and it was like, oh, and then we was down for a minute, and then we went up a little bit, and then we came back down, and then it finished.
I agree
That was
100%. That's how it felt for
that's how I
me.
felt.
It felt like the biggest drop was at the beginning, and then we had a little rise, and then fell back down, and then just
Yeah.
went straight at a level. And like that's not a bad thing. It's just for me, I'd rather either have a bell curve where we up the ante and keep up until we hit a peak and then come down, or just stay up. I'm not
Yeah.
the biggest fan of coming down and going back up because that's how you usually lose
I
me.
was
But like I said, I need fast paced music. I can't have too much slow in my life. Like even
Okay.
my favorite R&B songs are fast.
roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. That's how he had me feeling.
You see how she got that old person bop like that, like roll to it. Yeah.
The body roll is crazy.
Um. So let me ask you guys this because I think if I say this, Greg would probably not listen to it. But if we take whacked out morals and squabble up and just remove that entirely and start with Luther,
Ah.
because now you're facing like four slow songs. So I figure you just wouldn't
Could
be
I
into
do it? Yes, I listened to all of what is that? I listened to all the hotels. I listened to all of there was another album. Fuck, whose was it? Someone else's album. I can listen to slow albums. It's
it.
just
For the
hard for me to
cohesion.
drudge through. Huh?
Would that help the cohesion if we take out
Yeah,
whacked out morals and squabble up?
That would help
yeah.
the overall cohesion, yes. But I think other
I
places
think
would
that's what
suffer
happened.
equally.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
feel like
And I think the album would suffer without those songs too, because what is it? Yeah, Whacked Out Morals is a great intro to an album. It is a great way to open an album. Like I was
'cause-
like, "Ooh, I'm here."
and I feel like that's why because your intro you have to grab people's attention with your intro, and
Right.
nothing's gonna grab people's attention like calling out Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg. Um, I feel like Whacked Out Morals is a continuation of this beef. I feel like if the beef continued, that was his next song.
Mm,
Um, Squabble Up was more so. I think it's number two because there's people on TikTok that's been dancing to the snippet until he dropped the song. He's
right.
like, all right, man, here it is. It's
Here.
number two.
Leave
There
me
you go.
alone.
Woke up looking
Yeah.
for the rock league
Because if
hockey.
you put it down at the bottom, you got people that's like, I'm on song 7, and where the hell is the snippet?
See, if Squabble Up could have been at the bottom because I wouldn't have mind going from Whacked Up Morals into Luther because of the way Whacked Out Morals started. So if it was somewhere, let's say around Peekaboo, or maybe around TV Off, maybe somewhere, maybe
But
Squabble
then
Up
we're
is
going
when
back
we
into that
started
bell
it.
curve, you feel me? And I said I prefer
No,
that.
but yeah, like if Squabble Up was somewhere around like Reincarnated and TV Off, like somewhere in that mix, I think I would feel better about the cohesion.
It would
Yeah.
have to come before Dodger Blue, because Dodger Blue's like going over the peak for me. And then
Oh,
Peekaboo,
really?
and then
Well,
the
I
Heart
don't-
Part 6.
I
Squabble
don't
Up and
disagree.
Peekaboo have very similar sounds of
Yeah,
message.
maybe that's where it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know exactly where it falls, but it falls. I want it later in the album because it just but it's fine. And a 3 isn't bad. Like
It
we
means
have
that's
to
good.
remember.
We didn't go through the numbers, so if anyone's still listening and confused, the values are 1 equaling trash, 2 equaling meh, 3 equaling this is cool for real, 4 is I like it, and 5 is perfect or I love it. Just so you understand. But yeah, I don't think it was bad. I just think that it was cool. I mean, it didn't hit that meh. It was very much just not my pace is all. Is how I would describe it. But I
Fair.
wouldn't mock anybody if they're like it's a 5. I'm like, cool. I see how you like your music.
Yeah, my only gripe is the Drake riders. You're gonna watch what I say. The Drake riders that I seen in some of the whatchamacallit post about this. What's that page? You forget the page. The Instagram page that be dropping all the random hip hop news and black culture news.
The
Shade
Shade
Room?
Room?
There we go. The
Yeah.
Shade Room.
Ha.
Yeah. So I was reading some of the comics when this first dropped, and a lot of the Drake writers were in there like, "This is so trash. Like, this is the worst album I ever heard in my life."
No, that's
And
a lie.
yeah, like they were saying so many crazy things. Like, yeah, we don't give Kendrick no bump in the South. We don't give him no bump in the West. Like all these crazy comments, and I'm just like,
So I actually had a conversation today with a Drake stan who shall not be named, who was all up and down. Drake won the beef. It's not this.
Put the name in the chat.
Not like us ain't even that hard. Da 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 da. You know we don't use names here. Da da da
Put the name
da.
in the chat.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. You don't know them, so it doesn't matter. That being said, it was so funny because I was like, what did they do? They posted that Hoodville posted top 50 rap artists of all time, right? Under Jay-Z at number one, Jay-Z's number one, Kendrick's number two, and then we got Lil Wayne, J. Cole, Tupac, and then Drake. And then they said Kendrick Lamar is number two, Dick Eaton. Drake has 6 under J. Cole, Dick Eaton. So I said Kendrick won with the teary-eyed emoji, just a smiling teary-eyed emoji. Said that's Dick Eaton. I said nah, but Drake is smoking penis for bringing a lawsuit into rap beef. Homie gotta just take his L. She said, "Oh please, not this shit," and did not respond to me after that.
I believe it because what are y'all gonna say? He is on doing the corny ass nigga is doing corny ass shit,
Absolutely.
and now y'all gotta stand behind him. Stand behind your man. That's your man.
That's my man. I'ma stand beside him.
Well,
Hey, look, Mr. Six got to take that L. Sitting at number 6. He's Mr. Six. Come on, running through the 6.
I'm actually not. I'm not mad at that top.
Also, I want to say, Eminem is still number 10. I'm not mad at that.
It's not a bad top 10.
It's more. Oh, I didn't give y'all the rest if y'all
79?
wanted it. The
It
other
was 79.
people. Give me 1 second. I gotta reopen it. Sorry, but yeah. Then we got Kanye West at 7, Nicki Minaj at 8, Nas at 9, Eminem at 10.
Yeah, it needs a little work, but it's not terrible.
I'm not mad at it, but remember, this also goes to people. Like, you can say some of the old greats. I get it. But you also got to remember current impact. In a lot of those greats who have been dead for a while, they can't have more of an impact than they've already had.
Yeah, but Nas is alive, and Nas should not be below Nicki
I think
Minaj.
Nas still makes music, actually.
he does.
Yes.
He's dropped albums every year.
I think he was in the 30 over 30, along with Royce da 5'9". Yeah. I still listen to Royce da 5'9". I like him.
He's
I-
dope.
Not to have a tangent, but I think Nicki's ranked where she is because of her impact in the female rap game, which it's more significant than I would
And
give.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But that's
yeah.
fine until someone makes a bigger impact. So I would not argue it. I'd be like, you know what? She can have it. She's earned it, for lack of a better term. However,
Yeah.
her latest shenanigans are what makes it hard to keep it.
Sometimes you gotta, you know what they say.
It's kind of sad. She doesn't act like the star she is. She acts like she's still like.
She acts
just
like the
coming out.
old queen who knows that younger talent is up for her seat. And rather than work with them to maintain it and have a peaceful transfer of power and make a bigger impact, she comes for everybody's throat and makes too many enemies.
Yeah, and it's weird.
You know
It's
what
like,
they said, man.
Think of
Sometimes
all
you gotta
the
pop out and show
songs we
niggas.
could have. Think
No.
of the song we could have if we had Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and Glorilla on one song. It would be.
They would
the
throw Sexy Red in
ratchiest-
there. You know they would.
Yeah, she would have to get on there, but it'd be the ratchiest, thottiest bop we've ever had in our lives.
It would probably be top 5 song I would never listen to in my life.
It would be
And it
if
would
they
be my
released
theme
it. If
song.
they released it in, let's say, February, like a late February, early March, that would be the summertime jam, because DJs would have mixed it, learned what they're moving it to. Everybody got
And I
their,
would never listen to it.
everybody's ready for it. They know that
Not
that's
one.
getting played at the party.
That song would go
I
crazy.
wouldn't listen to it. The point I was trying to make is, you know what they say: you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Fair enough.
And we saw her become the villain.
Now, that being said, let's wrap up this album review before we continue our rants.
There you go.
So overall scores, Greg gave it a 26 out of 30, which mathing B, C,
It's like a B plus.
yeah,
It's almost an A.
yeah,
I think it's 1 point off of an A, I believe.
yeah. So y'all got calculators, do the math on your own time.
86. Well, 87.
Yep, 1 point off an A.
Close enough. Diva, because she said this wasn't for her, she got that 1.25 multiplier, and her score jumped up to a 31.25 from an initial 10, 15,
25.
18, 21. Yep, from initial 25. So, shout out to her. And I, myself, HD, gave it a perfect 30 because, yes, I am a Kendrick stan at this point. The way he broke down Drake to that degree off of a random ass whim, I had to become an official stan. But don't get it twisted. No one gave Good Kid, Mad City more replays than me. I know most of that shit by heart, where I did.
I was about to say we can run it right now with karaoke. No, I'm kidding.
I know DNA by heart. I never forget DNA.
I just want to say
If I heard it
that
one time, I
am
could do
a
it.
fair grader, and I don't need anybody ever questioning my grading.
Hey Diva, I just want you to know, you're the only one that hasn't given us like all fives. You just don't like people. You don't like
What
music.
happened to your best friend?
Yeah, what happened to your best friend?
I'm more critical. I'm most critical of her because we like this.
I think that we're
I
pretty
gotta
fair
keep it
graders
real.
overarchingly, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not trying to, slurp my own meat or anything, but I think that we're pretty fair when it comes to the grading scales.
I agree. Fair enough.
All right, let's get into the hype chart.
Hype chart.
So, on the hype chart, we'll start with Greg because he's the closest. Where did my dot go?
I put mine at, so it's like a 7x7 chart, as we've said. So if I were to show you, outside parties on this side, hypes up here, sad hours down here, in the lights at home. So it fits somewhere around over here for me. It's not far on the outside party for me. Like I said, it's more porch music. However, it does have its hype moment, so I gave it a decently high hype score. Because the songs that get you hype, get you fucking hype. I don't think niggas are going to stop saying mustard for the next, until February, if I'm being real with you.
For people who are more math inclined, hype is the y-axis going positive. Outside is the x-axis going positive. Sad hours is the y-axis going negative. Lights off is the x-axis going negative. Where Greg's score resides is in quadrant 2. If you don't know what it is, you're not a math person. It's okay. I'm not judging you. But he's in quadrant 2, on the top end, closer
What would
to
that
more
be?
Y.
That would be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 9. So 3, 7 is the plot point.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
So I did mine kind of because look, so I was trying to be a Kendrick fan and then place it because I'm not. So sorry if it's wrong. I did it same row as Greg's, so hype 3, but outside, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 1 column over. So what? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's 4. That's
7,
4.
7, 4.
Yeah.
4, 7, 4, 7,
Yeah.
7, 4. 4, 7 because I thought it was like in the middle of hype, outside-y. So like, but it is on the hype side, but middle of outside. Because like Greg said, like sit on the porch. It's not what you like. Some of the songs go hard in the party, but it's not the songs that you're like twerking to in the club. But it's also like even the songs that are a little bit more slower, they're hype in a different way. It's like, man, I'm about to fuck somebody up type hype.
Transition
So,
songs is
that's
how I
what
would
I put
describe
there.
it.
Yeah.
His music right now is perfect transition songs.
Yeah, so that's what I put mine.
Yeah. As I look at this chart, I found it hard to grade because I sad hours, like unless we're listening to Rod Wave, I don't know how many times we're gonna go that way. But Kendrick's music overall for me is like, well, this album I should say, it's more like most of it I would probably listen to like working out or in the gym. I wouldn't listen to most of this outside party. And if I'm being honest, the only songs that really got me hyped were TV Off and Peekaboo. And GNX, yeah, GNX really got me hyped.
Squabble Up didn't get you hype?
Nah, I feel like it's the hype behind the fact people were so much waiting for it. Like it's cool. I just not a necessarily fan of it. But
For this album, and it got me hyped, so it
for
works.
my scale, I'm at 2.5, so X2. So it's more. I mean, there's hype. There's some outside to it, but
Not
it's more
much.
hype in here.
I got you.
Yeah. Um. So with that being said, we'll close out with final thoughts in paragraph format. And I promise you, mustard killed it. Um, we'll just go in order of this list. So Greg's up first.
All right, I said I really like the album, but it showed me I am an enjoyer of Kendrick's music more than I am a fan in the general meaning. I have songs that I like, but not the full albums that he has usually. Like I won't have an album on replay by him. However, I'll have songs on replay by him. Um, I said I gotta be in the mood for Kendrick. All in all, I saved about 7 out of 12 songs, which is more than half the album, which says a lot for a guy who doesn't like slower music, being myself. I said the best songs for me were Squabble Up, TV Off, GNX, and Whacked Out Morals.
Okay.
I said I love the. I said I love a good intro. The first three songs I saved, um, and are for me. Then it kind of fell off for me. Started at and then Reincarnated is giving Cali in the '90s vibe. Like it was very like it felt very Tupac to me, Tupac X. And then I wrote Mustard all the way out. And I said, okay, I'm back. Dodger Blue is my favorite. I thought it was gonna be Luther, like after I heard Luther, but Dodger Blue is my favorite song on the album, but it is too short. You could have gave me one more verse, just a little bit more, like just a little bit more, because it's 2 minutes and like 59 seconds or something like that. It's like one of the
Dodger Blue
shortest
is
songs.
2 minutes and 11 seconds.
11 seconds.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
See, it's so short. Like, give
Yeah.
me the extra 30.
Best
Put a
2
little-
minutes of
just
your
throw the-
life.
Put
Had to
a
throw that
little
joke in there.
instrumental on the front. Put a little instrumental on the back. A little hee. Give me some more. And then, but I said good album. It's not for me, but I am glad I listened to it because I found like 4 new songs that like I don't think I would have heard. Probably like Dodger Blue or the intro like on the radio or just in my finding because it's not stuff I listen to, so Spotify wouldn't suggest it to me. So I'm happy I listened to it because I got like songs that I wouldn't have that I really like. But yeah.
Respect. I'm gonna paraphrase because I wrote a lot, but um, Kendrick dropping this album with barely any promo, which I have to let people know. If you ever find that song or that song he did in his little promo trailer ever drops, please let me know. I want it bad. I want that song so bad. That being said, this was very much an old serenade to the West Coast sounds. He's bringing out West Coast music on every track, or different sounds to it. I loved it, and most of the features on here are LA underground or California underground artists outside of Roddy Ricch and SZA. Honestly, um, of course, Kendrick flexes his range as he did with the beef early on this year, as he plays serious tracks such as Whacked Out Morals, Man in the Garden. Then he jumps over to fun things like Peekaboo, TV Off, Squabble Up, and he comes back around for more chill tunes with Luther and Gloria. And of course, the storytelling and self-reflection that is the Heart Part 6 plus Reincarnated. Love those. Kendrick has never been one to make club music. While some of these tracks have club aspirations, Kendrick strives for a delivery of sharp lyricism, meaningful message, and sometimes in a playful outlet. At the conclusion of this album, I am reminded of something that Lute, a Dreamville artist, if you don't know who Lute is, once said on his song 100. He said, and I quote, "I'm a West Side nigga, so I got nothing but love for West Side niggas. And I mean nothing but love."
That was not paraphrasing. He read the paragraph. I
No,
looked
I
at him.
paraphrased the beginning.
He
But then
read that paragraph.
I paraphrased the beginning, but then I couldn't. The words were jumbling up, so I had to just start reading it.
So,
You forgot the last part and possibly the greatest. Greg is a hater, and then I said I'm the biggest hater.
Yes, because as I was writing this, he was logged in and he started writing translation gawk 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 gawk. So I let him know that he is a hater in cursive font. To be specific, pastizo.
I will say my favorite little thing that Kendrick did, that some people won't notice, is that like Whacked Out Morals and Gloria go together. It's a very much like a closing of a book to this album. And I always appreciate that. I always appreciate a tie back to the beginning of an album or tie back to another song in the album somewhere else. So I always appreciate when artists do little things like that. And like, I want him to know I see you. I see you doing your thing, and I'm going to be cheering you on, even if I'm not listening to you unless I have to for work. But I'm cheering nonetheless.
Love it. Gloria, if you don't know, he's actually talking about his writing. He's not talking about a woman named Gloria. He's talking about his pen, quote unquote.
He says that in the song, doesn't
he? Yeah, but some people might not have heard. I just wanted to express that. Also, fun fact that I found out, the song GNX itself, he got the beat for that 2 days before he released this.
Huh. Kendrick, everybody.
Yeah.
Great job, Kendrick.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in the video for Squabble Up that is suggesting that this will be a double take album. I think verbatim, there's some words in there that basically say double take album, which basically means there will be a second half to this album release. And the assumption is on, I think it was the Compton Christmas Day Parade, which is like December 13th, something like that, 14th, I don't remember. But yeah, he might do a double take album, and we love it.
Yay, Kendrick. And that's our album review of GNX. Good job, everybody. We all did our homework for once. On time, by the way. No half credit, gold stars all around.
Yay. Thank you. Even though you guys didn't do your homework per my email, but that's cool.
Hey, where's last week's episode?
Let me do that.
Yeah, ain't that the nigga calling the black person Blackie?
There was a new email.
She sent like a week ago. But that's neither here nor there. Show us the ears, motherfucker.
Okay, so I lied. I said I was gonna go in last episode. I said I was gonna go into the food, but it's the Christmas time, like, and I have Christmas ears, of course.
I know what I'm getting Diva for Christmas.
Christmas ears. So the first ears I'm doing is very special to me because, as some of our longer listeners will know, I moved down here the week before Christmas. So I didn't spend it alone. I spent it with my best friend and his family at Disney. And he bought these as my Christmas present when I first moved down here. And it's these guys. They're gingerbread cookies. Aren't they fucking adorable? So he has on a little Santa hat. And then the bow is like a peppermint. And then it has a peppermint in the middle. And then she has a cute little bow too. And I think they're so cute. And I got them, and they were like on sale when we bought them too. So they're like a felty material. So I've had these for a while, and I usually wear them at the holidays time. But now I have multiple holiday ears, so we're gonna have to switch it up.
You know what sucks about all that? That I had to drive down to help you move.
And you did a great job.
Fuck
wonderful
you.
job.
You ain't never had to drive 1 hour or 12 hours to help me move. I don't think you've ever helped me move, actually.
Lie again.
What'd you help me move?
10 out of 10.
Lie again.
You came and helped me move a desk upstairs.
No, your bed.
Dresser and bed.
Yes.
Let's compromise and just say it was a bookshelf.
Might as well.
but I help.
You know what? I
And I
helped her
set up your
move a
kitchen.
whole apartment
And I set up your kitchen.
twice. Ah, yeah.
Wow.
How's everybody's week?
You should have had a brother. Um,
Not my option. I
it
do
was
have a
pretty
brother,
good.
actually. I have two.
It was good. My cousin came down to spend Thanksgiving with us, and I had a very lazy Thanksgiving. I took my braids out. I dyed my hair pink again, and Chris cooked everything. So Chris made ham, turkey, mac and cheese, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, deviled eggs, black eyed peas, string beans, and greens. And then we each got a cake from Publix. And then we went to Universal on Friday and Saturday. So we had a fun time. And I can't say what I got and how much I spent. Just someone remind me after, like after the holidays, because it's Greg's Christmas present. I got a crazy deal on Greg's gift. Winning. Greg, you're welcome. You're welcome. Crazy deal. Like crazy.
Cool.
And your mom wait, that wasn't done.
Oh, I thought you were
Your
done.
mom
Sorry.
was like,
He
Your
said,
mom
I
was
don't give
like-
a fuck. Let's move past this.
I don't ask about my Christmas gifts. I'd rather be surprised,
he don't.
personally.
he likes to be surprised, and that's why I'm not gonna like say anything. But our mom saw it and she was like, "Oh, I almost bought it. I saw it, but like I didn't want to buy it because I didn't really like it." And I was like, where did you see it? Tell me where you saw it." Because she was, out Black Friday shopping all weekend. And she was like, "Oh, I saw it here." I went straight there and got it. I was like, I'm not getting this.
Okay.
His favorite maid outfit. Got it.
Hey,
I heard
Um,
that he did what?
I gave her extra time, just in case.
Yeah, this week, such a week. I got everyone their favorite Christmas gift, my presents, because it cost me too damn much to be going home to be buying gifts. I'm sorry.
You're gonna be.
I was expecting him to say something like nice, like I got him like a gift card or some shit.
No.
Oh fuck, nigga, I'm
No.
here. Suck my dick.
Can we do an in-person pod?
That's up to you guys.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's too expensive for me to go home, so that's why I say it like that.
That's real. You gotta fly.
Yeah, I have to, or else it's a 24-hour drive, and that's with a 2-hour nap included.
Just a nap, not even sleeping, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I know somebody who's willingly doing that drive because they kept going home for every little event, and now they can't go home for Christmas, so they have to drive.
Is it who I think it is?
Probably. Moving on.
Because
The other aspect,
they just came home like this past weekend.
every other day. I had a 5K this weekend, and I know people have told me for many years that it's better to run in the cold. I did not believe it until I did it this weekend because I was in so much pain, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't run in a week, so I know I'm like out of shape and it hurts. I don't be eating the best. Definitely just had like a burger and some wings and a bunch of liquor yesterday, so it is what it is. Yeah, I PR'd.
Maybe you're just him. You ever think of that?
Yeah, you ever think
And
that?
what's funny is the last time I PR'd, literally the night before, I was actually drunk and fucked up. And I woke up at 7 a.m., ran a race, best time ever. So clearly, liquor is the courage. Jokes aside, I think the cold does help. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I was very proud of myself because I was like, oh, this is going to be such a shit time. I'm in so much pain. And then I finished and I looked down, I'm like, oh, less than an 8-minute pace. Let's fucking go. And then Thanksgiving happened. I hung out with my coworker and her family. One of them bastards got me sick. It's fine. We'll power through it. But yeah, I think that's the week in whole. Still doing changes around my apartment, so more to come.
If we do a holiday in Texas, are you gonna come?
Yeah, I live here. Well,
Yeah, I live here. It's crazy.
Depends on the city, honestly.
Where? I forgot where it is.
Dallas.
Yeah, I live here.
I'm planning something big
It can't be until 2026. You know that.
for next year. That's crazy.
It can't be next year. I don't have the time. I won't be there. Dog.
Never have the time. Why don't you?
Yes, because I have to plan my year out in advance.
Like the old people you guys are.
I got
take
2
so
weddings, Japan. What else am I missing?
You might not be going to that other wedding.
No, I'll be there. 2 weddings, Japan. I'm fucking missing something. Oh, DreamCon. And
MomoCon.
huh?
MomoCon.
I should go to MomoCon. But I got so much shit. It's like a lot, alright? Damn it.
You can't in 2026. I get married that year, so you're busy.
Ooh, you get married that year. I still took trips, motherfucker. Buckle up and saddle up and get on that motherfucking plane. I burped. Excuse me. That being said.
How was your week?
Yeah.
I had little work these past couple days leading up to the Thanksgiving holiday, but I was smart, so I took off Monday, so I could have a 5-day weekend. When Thanksgiving, we did it with Joy's family this year. Food was amazing. It was just her family and her brother and his kid and his wife. We played the Game of Death. We played Mario Party, and it almost caused a divorce.
A Game of Death is crazy.
Divorce.
Who else is? The G household.
Really?
Dog, we
Which
unlocked.
one?
So, the Game of Death, for those who don't know, is a more adult version of the Game of Life. The Game of Life, your goal is to live a great life, make a ton of fucking money, and then get to retirement, right? The Game of Death, for lack of a better term, you want to live life fast and live life hard, but you want to be the last one to die. Right? But there's certain things that get in your way. Like in the Game of Life, you can become a doctor, sure. But in the Game of Death, you can become a porn star. Or a horse masturbator. Or a stunt car driver.
An actual board game, or
It's an actual board game.
You've never played? Heed, when you come in town, we have to play.
So
I
just to
have to
give you
remember.
guys a rundown of how my game of Death went. In the beginning, you have 2 options, similar to life. You can drop out or you can go to college. To prove a point, I said, if I go to college, I'm gonna win. And they said, you can't let him win like that. Said they don't have an option. So I went to college. Became a porn
Became a
star.
rapper?
Nope, became a porn star. After becoming a porn star, I became a vlogger. Then after becoming a vlogger, I became, what was it? I think it was like a drug dealer. And then after becoming a drug dealer, I became a casino owner. Then I got back into vlogging. And then I became some other thing. I was like, it's crazy because none of my careers had anything to do with college. So I ended up making the most amount of money, lived the fastest life, had the most death cards. And then at the end, I had so much money, I could just keep skipping my turn. Because I had so much bread from my crazy ass life.
Your turn. My favorite job is babysitter because everyone has to. You get like a small ass.
That's
salary.
what it was. I wasn't a drug dealer, I was a pimp.
Everybody has to pay you. Yeah, these are jobs. You can get HIV. It's
You can
crazy.
get AIDS, you can get HIV, you can get
Yeah.
syphilis, I lost my porn star job because I came into work drunk.
What the fuck?
That's a death card. You lost your
It's a
job
card,
because
like,
you came
yeah.
into work drunk.
As a porn
Yeah.
star, though, I feel like
I
don't really
You can
care.
get
had whiskey dick and I couldn't perform.
They used to do coke.
Coke is not whiskey. But
off the dick.
lo and behold, I won. However, then we moved to Mario Party. We ended up unlocking the last world. And I was like, alright, it's lit. And I was winning my ass off. Had 5 stars. Jordan lands on a chance spot. All my stars get given to the computer. The computer wins. I was pissed off. It was the last turn, too. Nothing I could do about it. Darn, rats, fucking sucks. I was pissed. But other than that, as you can hear from my voice, I got sick too. I believe I got sick. He's sick through the game. You know, he heard me coughing and just wanted to be sick too.
He was abusing the fuck out of my ears, y'all. He was coughing up a goddamn storm. He
Nah.
was hacking in my ear. I'm just like, dog, we can do this. No, good. Ain't gotta go nowhere tomorrow.
I ain't gotta go nowhere tomorrow.
Oh shit.
No, I got sick Friday-ish. Saturday, I was fucking terrible. Friday into Saturday, I was terrible. got up, went shopping. Saturday, I'm on the game with this dude. Like, yo, I'm good. I'm fucking dying. I was not good. Took a bunch of fucking medicine. Sunday, I was cool. I was really sick. And Monday, I was cool, but I was off. Today, as you can hear, my voice still kind of fucky. Definitely have the sniffles. Hopefully, it goes away the next couple days. While work is still, like, kind of mellow. But it's almost the end of the year. And, it's been a good one. Looking back on it so far, me and Diva got to talk a little bit about how well the pod channel is doing, because 500 followers in less than 6 months, it's a pretty good ratio. That's almost 100 followers a month, honestly.
And we're like, our TikTok is holding steady at about 700 views per video, which is nice. We're getting up there.
So if you're not following, make sure you follow the gang.
Please.
But one episode that's coming up soon, since the end of the year, that we don't have on our list that we need to add. Doing our raps, our Spotify raps and stuff, and for you, Apple Music rap. Heats came in. Mine still hasn't fucking come yet, and I'm getting pissy about it because I want it. I want it bad. I love being cringy. I love being cringy about all the music I listened to this past year. It makes me be like, oh God, what was I on?
I know what my rap's gonna say. Yeah, and that episode will do the podcasters rap too. They have an app now for podcasts, like for creators for the podcast. So if y'all look, it's like got our stats on it.
All right. Then.
We've made on Spotify. We've made 986 impressions in the last 30 days.
Nice. That being said, that's the episode. Hope you liked our hear us out and our review of Kendrick's album. More albums to come. Hopefully we get the next one in the next 11 days. For all my gamers, I'm gonna be on Marvel Rivals. But I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Away for my personal, if you're interested in anything I'm doing personally in life, or at GalaxyGreg_ for anything that is social media with the podcast, gaming related, anything like that. Be sure to follow the podcast at Be More Nerdy on all platforms, including TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Be sure to follow us everywhere. All the support means a lot to us. All you guys, all you new people following, everyone coming in. It's so great to see you guys. Hopefully, we can end this year off beautifully and start the next one off with a bang. I have 17 TikTok notifications from Darren.
He's scrolling. She laying in the bed scrolling.
Obviously. All right, but that being said, Diva.
What it is, little dummies. It's your girl, Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at the Diva XOXO for all of my Disney stuff. And people have been pushing me to do more Disney content, like regularly rides and stuff. So I'm gonna
he was wrong. I gotta say that. In our meeting, he was like, "We don't want Disney content. Give the people what they want."
Yeah, people have been pushing me to do more of it, so I'm going to do more, which means I'll be in the parks more, which is fine. It probably won't come until the new year just because of unforeseen circumstances. I didn't get the pass that allows me to go after a certain date in December, and so I just won't be able to have all the content. But, yeah.
You gotta do the Around the World challenge for me. I'll do it with you.
If you want to see my personal life and my personal content, you can follow me at always_the_diva. And yeah, just remember to comment, like, we want to hear from you guys. Tell us what you want to hear. Like, if you want us to talk about something, anime or whatever, I'll check it out. One of us will check it out. And we'll talk about it. Keith?
Oh, that hurt.
What hurt?
He clacked his teeth together.
Oh,
Oh shit.
yeah, y'all, HDNO TV here, man. Y'all can follow me at HD_N0T_TV. That is where I am going to start posting more anime related things that people care about. Props making, costume making. And I decided that when these conventions come around, for example, Anime Frontier is happening here in Fort Worth, Texas, I will be going to that. I will not post that on my main page at all. I might do 1 or 2 posts, but I will post everything else on the side page. So that's probably how it's going to go for all conventions moving forward, just because I need to build up the followers over there. The few followers I have interact with me, so I love that. But yeah.
Mr.
So,
Popular, man.
I'm so excited for your cosplays. They look so cool. They look like they're coming along.
I'm lacking.
I appreciate. Someone, I was talking to somebody and trying to tell them like if they were thinking about going, and they said yeah, and it was like yeah, I need you to make my costumes. Like I want to do like an Agumon like super transformation. I'm like I cannot.
Was it Eddie?
No.
Okay.
He wouldn't go. He would say after I went, you should have invited me. That's
That's funny.
But yeah, personal page honestly _he. I will be consistent with my movie reviews on there. I do reviews of movies I want to see, not things you want to see. I have to clarify that because everyone was in my comments talking about well, go see Wicked. I'm like, I don't like musicals. They're like, but you're gonna love this. I'm like, no, I won't.
And you know what? I'm glad you didn't fold.
No, never that.
I'll go see Wicked.
I like Heat's movie reviews. It lets me know for some movies that I'm like on the teeter about. Like I want to see Gladiator 2.
But now I can wait.
Yep, but now I can wait because like my dad said the same thing. He's the biggest Gladiator fan. Like he watches that movie religiously. So he was like, it's a good movie. It just wasn't it for me. And I'm like, that lets me know that I can wait until like it's on TV or it's like for sale.
You really tripped me up putting that anime movie in there. I'm gonna get this. Like I'm gonna start getting it, but you really tripped me up.
I'm starting to get them. I'm feeling good about. Every time I'm like, I got another one.
So right now we're in a lull of movies, so there's not many things to choose from. That movie was in theaters, but obviously that came out in the 70s or 80s or something. Mr. Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro is an old movie.
I thought your theater was having a screening because they do that. They have like Ghibli. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say they have Ghibli screenings all the time, and I was like, he's gonna go see it.
Yeah, no. I stopped trying to trick people when Deadpool and Wolverine was in the guest list and everyone voted that. I'm like, y'all, that movie don't come out for a month. Like,
yo, why you talking about me? Why you subtweeting? Stop it.
Yeah. But what I will say about Gladiator 2 that I thought was wild, somebody responded to me and was like, yeah, I was going to see it, but when I heard they cut the Denzel scene of him kissing a man, I didn't want to see it anymore. I'm like, that was the whole reason you're going to sit through that 3-hour movie, just to see that 5 seconds. He was like, yeah. I'm like, you can get AI to show you that for free.
People these days, man. What are we going to do?
But I will say this, for those that do follow me, I will be giving away a movie ticket in quantity money at the end of the year for the people who's been part of this round 2, the most right answers. I'm keeping a list. Some of them are long, but I am keeping a list, and the most correct answers. And I'm checking it twice. The most correct answers, I will send them, I guess, 15 for a movie. The only people who can't compete are really just Simone. Everyone else can. She never gets it wrong. Not once. She's never gotten it wrong. I'm like, I don't even know how you guess. She's like, I know you. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think you know me like this. She's like, I do. I'm like, gasp.
Shocking you every step of the way. Well,
you know?
That being said, that's
I don't
episode.
need your movie ticket.
That's episode Brokey. That's episode 124 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. Remember to be more nerds. Peace. I haven't heard you say we out here in 5 episodes.
Not him keeping us out.
Nope. I still didn't hear you. Actually, you want to give it another shot?
We out here.
There you go.
Ah.